And our feature story tonight looks at people who very often put in full work weeks, but for different employers and for different amounts of money. A freelancer's life can be both liberating and kind of frustrating. Our Dana Arshan looks at how New York is protecting them. Watch this.
Every year in the U.S., more and more people leave the world of permanent employment for a world where they can create their own schedules, according to Caitlin Pierce from the Freelancers Union. But freelancing may not be as freeing as it sounds.
That this is a huge problem in the freelance community, where 7 out of 10 freelancers are either getting paid late or not getting paid at all. And as a result, it's costing them, each of them, $6,000 a year on average.
So the Freelancers Union, which represents 300,000 freelancers nationwide, encouraged the officials to pass the Freelance Isn't Free Act, which Mayor de Blasio signed into law last month. The bill requires written contracts for freelance jobs.
Now, if a company doesn't pay their freelancer on time, there's new penalties they could face, including civil penalties, as well as in court they could be facing double damages and attorney's fees.
Councilman Brad Lander, who is one of the lead sponsors of this bill, says this is the first bill of its kind in the country to protect freelancers in this way. He says he hopes the passing of this law will inspire other governments to follow our city's lead.
They don't get paid, they get paid late, they get forced to take less than they're due. No one should have to stand for that. Everybody who works deserves to get paid on time and in full.
With firsthand experience as a freelancer, I can tell you there are a lot of pros that come with the gig. Felice Cohen agrees. She's an author and freelance professional organizer.
The pros are the flexibility. Absolutely. The freedom to travel, wake up, go to the gym, or wake up at 7 and start working.
But Cohen has also experienced the downside of freelancing and went months without being paid when she first started working. Her advice: always have something in writing, which should be a lot easier to obtain now with this new city law. In Manhattan, Dana Arshan, Fox 5 News.
All right, Dana, we thank you very much. Joining me right now is Kris Ruby, who is president of Ruby Media Group. Thanks for being here, Kris.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you know, this is quite a market. Freelance people, you were telling me a lot of people out there.
Absolutely. Right now, this year alone, there were over 53 million freelancers in the U.S. market, just alone.
Wow.
And they predict that by 2020, over 50% of the workforce in America will be comprised of freelancers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
they
freelancers collectively earned over $1 trillion, just freelancers alone in this market. So it's a market that you have to pay attention to.
Okay, from your experience, how badly are freelancers abused, you know, in terms of not getting paid and all that stuff?
Well, listen, freelancers are abused all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in a group with over 10,000 publicists. They're always complaining that they're not getting paid enough. They're being stiffed by clients. They're not following the agreements.
That's not good.
It's not good at all.
So how do you protect yourself, right?
The best way to protect yourself is to get it in writing.
Right.
I think the biggest issue is that freelancers are so excited about getting the work that they often don't protect themselves first.
So you got to watch the terms, right?
You have to look at the terms.
Yeah.
You have to, not only the terms, you also want to make sure that the agreement is, you're using your agreement as well as the client's agreement.
Okay.
You know, clients oftentimes want to just give you their agreement, but that doesn't protect you. You have to look out for yourself in these deals.
We know that Donald Trump is talking about jobs, 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 right? How is that going to impact on freelancers, okay? You want to go back to having a boss, or what? How are they thinking?
Listen, the Trump administration is going to have a huge impact on the freelance economy. The reason being is that he wants to bring all jobs back to America. If he does that, is that going to redefine jobs in the workplace? Is it going to be cool again to have a job? Because right now it's not.
No.
If he creates new jobs, some freelancers may actually be enticed and want to work for a company again.
Could be very interesting.
It could be, but they also may not be able to give up what they're so accustomed to.
That's true. Quickly, a lot of places where people can go if they're looking for freelance work, websites and so forth.
Absolutely. You can go to Upwork.com, Freelance.com, or even LinkedIn Profinder. Social media as well.
Social media, that's really a great place to go, isn't it?
So, I mean, leverage social media to get a job if you're a freelancer. There's no better time.
Got it. The right time. Kris Ruby, was a good time to have you here too, okay?
Thanks
so much and good luck.